Hi, I'm Ken, California licensed marriage and family therapist with over 30 years in the addiction medicine field.
Hi, I'm Barbara. I'm a California state licensed clinical social worker. I have 20 years experience in addiction medicine and psychiatry. And we're here to welcome you to basics of early recovery.
Yes, welcome to recovery. What is recovery? A lot of times people think recovery is getting your hand slapped for doing something wrong and coming in and getting something signed off so that you can go back and doing what you were doing before and hopefully not getting caught again. But that's not really what we're here to talk about with recovery today. So recovery for a lot of people is stopping drug and alcohol use, but recovery really is much more than that. Recovery is about recovering your true self.
So what we've discovered is that recovery works best when you connect with other people that are also in recovery, and professional staff to help. What we have at the clinic that I work at, we have an awesome team of addiction medicine doctors. They assist with things that get in the way of people stopping from drinking or using, like insomnia, which is not being able to sleep, anxiety, withdrawal symptoms. They can help in a safe medical way to treat these symptoms. You'll also receive a therapist at the clinic that I work at, and there's also a team of therapists. You may have an individual therapist and then see other therapists in groups. We also recommend strong community support and connections. So that's getting involved with a 12-step recovery program. What does that look like? This is something free offered in every community. You can go to Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, get a sponsor, connect with other people who are also working on recovery. Just like if I decided that I wanted to run a marathon and I haven't been working out or running or walking for months, I'll do much better if I connect with other people who are also wanting to run a 5K, 10K, or a marathon.
Thanks, Barbara. I really like that running analogy, because if I'm starting to run, I might not see myself as a runner. I might see myself as somebody who's dabbling. But if I start hanging out with other people that are energizing me to do the same thing, I'm going to start to see myself in a different light. And this is why we want people in early recovery to start gradually hanging out and associating more with sober people and building the sober support. Because recovery is about transition. It's about seeing yourself in a different light and seeing yourself as a different person. And hopefully liking that person that you find. And when I talk about changing our identity, it's not like we stop being who we are. It's we just find the part of our identities that don't work for us and try to insert new ways of doing things that help us reach our goal of being more our true self. And that's where we want to be in the end. When people come in the doors, they often come in saying that they're wanting help in cutting down on their drinking, or they're wanting to remove one substance from their milieu, but not all their substances. And my philosophy and the philosophy of those I work with is total abstinence, especially in early recovery. A lot of times people think, you know what, if I cut down on my hard liquor and just turn to Chardonnay, I'll be much better. What they don't realize is you're still reaching for the same coping tool and you're still getting the same effect. It just takes a different path to get there. So we really encourage people doing 100% recovery. So if you're wanting to be free of marijuana, you can't still be drinking alcohol. If you want to be free of heroin, you can't still be smoking marijuana. So we really want you to try to be abstinent. And yeah, that's a struggle, but once that struggle comes up, we can look at what's underneath that struggle. What makes it so difficult to sit in your feelings, to sit in the pain, and what exactly is that pain? That's where the healing begins.
Thank you, Ken. So that brings me to time that used to be taken up by drinking or using or recovering from drinking or using. What do you do with that time? That is so important to recognize, to be busy and have structured time. So it's very important to think of a healthy behavior that you can replace that time with. Maybe it really is running a marathon or getting back into exercise. Maybe it's doing your artwork that you've set aside, or playing that musical instrument that you haven't been playing, or getting together with healthy friends or reconnecting with family. Maybe it is swimming, or anything that you desire. When people are working on complete sobriety, they notice that they have all this time that used to be filled by using or drinking or recovering from using or drinking. So what is highly recommended is to get busy and structure your time with healthy activities. Intentionally decide what you want to focus on, what you want to fill that time with. Otherwise, that time could be replaced with an unhealthy, addictive behavior. And what you don't want to do is replace one addiction with another.
And there are going to be times where recovery gets difficult, and times where you might want to just give up or take a break. My advice is to have smart feet. Smart feet is the days that you don't want to do anything recovery-based, at least make sure your feet are smart and they get you in the door and get you where they need to be. Whether it be that they get you to a meeting, they get you to a therapist appointment, but have smart feet.
And remember, this is a supportive community and you're not in this alone.
And we'll see you in recovery.